warms my heart how Marvel literally chose violence for this movie, but did it pay off? Hey everyone, it's Sharonda from Hair Awaits, and today I'm going to be reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which will hit theaters on May 6th. This film is directed by Sam Raimi and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Benedict Wong, Soji Gomez, Rachel McAdams, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and a lot of other people that I do not have the lung capacity. And, it would just be a little bit spoilery if I were to name everybody in this film. But while we're on the subject of spoilers, you guys, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. If you have been avoiding these internet streets like I have, trying not to get spoiled for this movie, I want to continue to protect that viewing experience for you. But also, too, for those of you in the comment section that want to get a little froggy and want to leap to these spoilers in the comment section, don't do that. We're not going to do that on here. We don't get blocked. Don't just be a horrible human being. Let's protect everybody's viewing experience, and let's not spoil the movie, okay? Because that would be strange, okay? See what I did there? All right. But for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello. So glad you came. I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay your way to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when it hits theaters this Friday. So, what did I enjoy about this film? Like I said in my intro, I am very shocked. I am shocked, okay, at the amount of horror. You're going to hear this in every single review, so let me just go ahead and get it out of the way. This is the darkest MCU film yet. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I was in Hall H and Kevin said what the name of the movie was going to be, and when he said there was going to be horror, I didn't believe him. I was like, Kevin, you stay trying to gas us up, Kevin, and don't be giving the kids what they want. But I'm here to say, it's horror. It's dark. In the middle of the movie, I was just like, Kevin really just said in 2022, F them kids. He said, forget them kids. I don't care about these kids. They gonna get this horror. They gonna have these nightmares. And it is what it is. Y'all know y'all still gonna take these kids to see this movie, so it really don't matter what I say. But just know, it's a little scary, couple scary moments. I'm not gonna lie, in the middle of the movie, I wasn't expecting it. Normally I say, Sharonda, be a G, like act like you belong here. But in the movie, I did scream. I let out a scream, and then everybody looked at me crazy, and I was like, girl, you supposed to act like you belong in this press screening. I wasn't ready. I thought it was going to be like Disney cute horror, but I'm not really scared. But no, I did jump. I jumped. I could be a woman and admit that. I can be an adult, put my big girl panties on and admit that I did scream in it, but it's okay. But there are a lot of Sam Raimi moments, too. I was surprised of the artistic control that they gave Sam Raimi. You can still tell in moments where it's like Kevin was like, you're not gonna do that, okay? We gave you an inch, you're gonna try to take them out, you're not doing that really back here. But there are some Sam Raimi moments throughout this film, especially get into towards the end of the film, you really get to see those moments shine. But Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Cumberbatch has grown to me as Doctor Strange. What I will say is one of the things that I really, really enjoy about Benedict's performance is we get to see more humanity with Stephen. We get to see a little bit more emotion, and I really love this character study into Stephen Strange from where we found him in the first one to where he is in the second film, as you really get to see him try to reconcile with everything that he's had to give up in order to be a hero, in order to expand his search for even greater knowledge to be the best in the universe. We get to see the things that Stephen has actually had to give up. The chances at actually being happy, and what does the term happiness, what does that actually mean for our heroes in this film? I love how the movie begins to explore that, even though I feel like at the end they just said, this was cute and all, but we're not gonna really continue to explore that. We just wanted to get y'all with some little emotional beats in the film. But also too, with Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda just continues to do what Wanda wanna do. Whether that be good or bad, we're not going to get into any spoilers, but we definitely going to talk about Wanda in the spoiler review because I got a lot to say. But what we can't deny is that Elizabeth Olsen is fantastic as Wanda. What she brings to this role, especially as we pack into these emotional punches that Wanda has throughout the film, as we continue on her journey of grief and what does that mean for Wanda, who has lost so much within the MCU from where we found her at the beginning to where we recently left off at the end of WandaVision. We continue to explore that just a little bit more. And I think that Elizabeth, she's just absolutely fantastic. Now the cameos, y'all, without getting to any spoilers, the cameos in this film, I scream. with happiness. But I wasn't the only person that time on the screen, so it was okay. Like, it was in those moments you could act like you don't belong, you could just be happy. But there are gonna be some fun moments in the audiences, you know, when some of the cameos happen, some of the things that happen. There's a lot of things that are confirmed, things that people have been speculating. There actually are some confirmations. That's all I'm gonna say. We're getting some things confirmed, okay? You're gonna have to hear it in the dialogue, so make sure you open your ears and you listen, because if you know when you hear it. But I will say, traveling throughout the multiverse, I thought it looked cool. I mean, we're expanding from everything that they did was fantastic from a visual standpoint in the first Doctor Strange. But as we go through some of the different, the different multiverse, throughout the multiverse, there were some cool moments. I was like, oh, ooh, this was nice. This is cute, y'all. Okay, look, cute production design. But let's get into some of my issues, okay? And the acting is fine from everyone. Everybody's great. I was just talking about a few standouts. But I do have some issues with this film, and it's going to start with the cameos. Now, this is the Multiverse of Madness. So if we're going throughout the multiverse, there are going to be different variants of our heroes, of important people. And I thought that we were going to, do a little bit more. I was like, give us a little bit more. This is all you gave us in this movie for the cameos that do happen. Yes, it's cool, it's cute, but this is the Multiverse of Madness. I just expected a lot more. I just felt like the whole budget was just used for paying everybody to come show up, collect a quick check, make a good quick buck. But I just felt like if we're in the multiverse, we've been building up to the multiverse since Loki, we've built up to the multiverse, and when we talked about it in Spider-Man, I just thought it was going to be more than what we actually got, which makes me feel like, is there a lot left on the cutting room floor that we didn't see? They talked about the reshoots, but I was just like, this it? Nobody else coming? Nobody else coming to the cookout? The food gone? Oh, okay, well, I was a little underwhelmed, y'all. Not gonna lie to you. But also too, there's a couple of nitpicks. These are some nitpicks. I truly can no longer tolerate the disrespect that Wong gets in these films. I just feel like they're so disrespectful to this character. It's a fan favorite character. When Wong is on screen, Wong is great. But why do we not utilize Wong more in these movies? What is the problem? Why are we disrespecting Wong like this? Give the audience what they want. I just really want y'all to take that home. If anyone, ain't nobody from Disney watching this, but I just really want y'all to stop the disrespect. It's 2022. We're not going to keep doing this. And we're not going to tolerate it anymore either. Also, to America Chavez, I think Xochitl Gomez, I think she's great. I think Xochitl Gomez is great as America. However, for who we know America to be in the comics and this introduction that we get to America, it was just it wasn't giving me anything. It was giving me, we're introducing this character really just as a plot device. And we're just introducing America in order to get you to watch the show, the series, when it comes out. But I don't feel like they did enough with America's character to warrant me having to tune in to learn more about America. And this is if you haven't read the comics, I don't even think it's enough for you to be like, oh, I want to learn more about America. No, I don't think that'll happen. And I just think it's really a disservice to Sochi, who does good as America in the film, but I just wanted them to give more personality, to learn a little bit more, instead of just making it like, oh, America is this plot device to help Doctor Strange, have something to do in Doctor Strange's movie. It wasn't working for me. But the plot, from a writing standpoint, it's a little all over the place. It's kind of like I said, how they started out with this whole theme of happiness. What does it mean to be happy? What does sacrifice mean? Who loses more than the other person? I like how they start off with that in the beginning of the film, but that's completely lost as we get to the third act. We really don't get to see resolution in any kind of way for Doctor Strange's character and Wanda's character. We really just, it's kind of just it's time to end the movie, y'all. It's been 2 hours. We're just going to end the movie. Don't worry about the plot. It didn't matter anyway. We just wanted to give y'all some cameos and show you the multiverse, and that's it. And I was just like, but you needed a little bit more. But my biggest issue is just the continuity. A lot of people thought that this is going to tie in, like all these different things have been happening in the multiverse and all these different shows and movies. And I just didn't feel like it necessarily flowed. I didn't even think that for this to be the second Doctor Strange movie, I didn't necessarily feel like it flowed from the first Doctor Strange. Like, honestly, if you just know the like high level backstory of who Doctor Strange is, I wouldn't even say that you needed to watch the movie to understand what was happening in this movie. Watch the first Doctor Strange, which is a problem because there has to be continuity throughout the MCU. There has to be continuity from the first movie to the second movie to the potential third movie. Like, isn't that the purpose of us watching these Disney Plus shows, that they're all supposed to lead into something else? These ideas are started in the show that you think is going to lead into a movie, and it's kind of just like the math not mathing on the multiverse here. Like, I thought this happened in this movie because this is what was going to be resolved in Doctor Strange's movie, but that just didn't happen for me. And I really hope that if we're introducing certain ideas, certain character plot points, and we kind of get this with Wanda's character, especially in this movie, I just hope that they all weave in together as one. And I don't necessarily feel like we've been getting that in phase 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know y'all gonna correct me if I'm wrong anyway. But that's just, those are some of the issues that I did have with this film. But overall, for me, I still had a good time, y'all. The horror, okay? Them being very dark. And just really the cameos of the film. I mean, even for the cameos, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend a couple of coins to get some of my fan service that I wanted to see. So what I would tell you to do with your coins for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I would tell you to go ahead and pay to see this film in theaters. If you want to see a dark MCU entry, this is going to be the movie for you. There are some cool sequences that happen, some crazy decisions that our heroes make throughout the course of this film. You will still have a good time, but you're probably going to have some issues when you walk out of the door. But those are my thoughts on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. As always, my name is Sharonda from Payroll Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again,